This is how you can lose your next 10 pounds of body fat if you're a woman. And I am a professional nutritionist that's helped thousands of women melt their body fat without counting calories. And the average woman that follows my program loses 8 pounds in their first 3 weeks. So I'm going to teach you exactly what I would do if I had you joining as a client and I wanted you to lose 8 pounds within the next few weeks and lose the next 10 pounds that you need to lose. Obviously, you can keep following this and continue to lose weight, and this is not like very specific to you like our full program, but this will get you on your way and hopefully it helps you out. So the very first thing that I would do if I have a woman that wants to lose 10 pounds, her next 10 pounds in the easiest way possible, is I would start having her follow an anti-inflammatory diet. Why is this so important? Because women, a lot of times, deal with inflammation and it's rampant. Like 70-something% of women deal with inflammation. And you know this is you because you can eat like a tiny amount of food, but then gain a lot of weight. Like, have you ever gained 2 pounds overnight? Like, did you accidentally eat 7,000 calories? Or are you having an inflammatory response? It's definitely inflammation. Water weight exists. Cellular fire exists. Inflammation exists. And that's the most common cause for women. So if you actually want to see that weight consistently trend downward, you have to take off body fat and you have to take off inflammation. And the best way to do that is the very first thing you want to do is start eating an anti-inflammatory diet. So what does that consist of? First thing that you want to do is you want to start incorporating more prebiotic and probiotic foods. Prebiotic foods means that they are going to ferment inside of your gut and they are going to reproduce and repopulate whatever is in your gut to feed that so it grows more of it. This is why people with small intestinal bacterial overgrowth don't really want to have a lot of prebiotic foods in their diet, is because if they have digestional issues already and they're having more prebiotics that will grow the problem. So what would normally be healthy doesn't actually work. All that happens is you get gas, bloating, indigestion. Like, healthy foods don't taste good. Like, you get really sick of your diet really easily, and there's like no upside to it. Like, the thought of a healthy diet is just so unappealing because your gut is not healthy yet. If that is the case, but if you already crave eating healthy food, then go nuts on more foods that look like they come from nature, fruits and vegetables. Ideally 7 different colors every single day and 21 in the week. 7 different colors and shades. That's very, very easy to do. If you were to eat an apple will have like 3 colors in it already. So you got 3 with one piece of food, and that fiber counts for all of it. The probiotic foods is what will help to rapidly change your gut if you already have an unhealthy gut. If you have small intestinal bacterial overgrowth, you actually still don't want to have a lot of it, but a little bit can make a very big difference because you're going to start to crave eating healthier foods. Because the difference between prebiotic and probiotic is prebiotic ferments inside of our gut and grows more of it. Probiotic foods are fermented outside of our gut. And so they're basically already perfect, and they're made in a sterile environment, and they're bubbling, and they're alive, and there's lots of cultures in there. And what that is doing is it has all of the good stuff in it. So even a little bit can make a very big difference with alleviating constipation, with changing your cravings, with helping you get out of depression, with actually reaching a calorie deficit in the easiest possible way. But more importantly, it takes off inflammation. Both prebiotic and probiotic foods will. The key is that if you are going to be eating these prebiotic and probiotic foods, you want to eat them first in your meal in order to get the most amount of the benefit. The second thing you want to do for an anti-inflammatory diet is you want to eat a lot more whole fruits. There is nothing on the planet that will strip fat off your body faster and get rid of inflammation faster than eating more whole fruits. And this is not something that I thought was ever going to be the case. Because I run a women's health and life coaching program, and I've been helping women for over a decade now. What I've done is I've just made data-driven decisions through our own program because we worked with thousands of women. We will run our own studies inside of our program because we're specifically trying to help women that are in perimenopause and menopause lose weight. And if you are familiar with perimenopause and menopause, your hormones suck. And they make losing weight really freaking hard. So conventional advice doesn't work anymore. You can't do what worked for you before because it doesn't work anymore. You have to do something that will balance your hormones and get that in check. So we will run our own studies and find out what works. I'm telling you, whole fruits is the key. Like, there's nothing that is better. Like, I used to think it was high protein diets. Nope. I thought it was low carb. Nope. It is whole fruits. Whole fruits are ones where the seed is actually inside of it. I can give you a whole list of them. Here, let me put the link up on the screen. You can just grab it yourself, and you can follow an anti-inflammatory protocol. The very last page inside of that freebie that I'm putting on there has like 100 different whole fruits you could eat. Add more of these to your diet. These will also be prebiotic foods. So click that link if you want to grab that. The third thing you want to do with an anti-inflammatory diet is you want to have things that don't affect your blood sugar. So if you're affecting your blood sugar, you're also affecting your insulin response. And if you're affecting your insulin response, you're basically on this blood sugar yo-yo where your blood sugar increases when you eat. And then if you have insulin resistance, what happens is you have a disproportionate insulin response to that food. And it's normally fine to have your blood sugar increase and have your insulin increase. That's normally fine for most people unless you have insulin resistance, in which case your body's going to release too much insulin. And you're going to end up with a rapid drop in blood sugar. When you rapidly drop blood sugar, you feel like you're freaking starving. You can go all day without eating, but as soon as you start eating, you feel like you cannot stop. That's a sign of insulin resistance. That could also be a sign of high cortisol. And what's happening is your blood sugar is just basically baseline elevated. And if you have insulin resistance, you're releasing too much. And then you get freaking hungry. And that is how binge eating happens. So in order to lose body fat in the easiest possible way, the reason why the clients that join my program lose on average 8 pounds in their first 3 weeks is not because they're counting calories or taking supplements. It's because we understand the hormonal balance is how you actually lose the body fat. And balancing your insulin response is part of that. What I would do is, part of this anti-inflammatory diet is I would have an anti-inflammatory soup where it does not affect my blood sugar, and it would be a form of fasting. That means you could eat as much of the soup as you want, and it wouldn't break the fast for what we're looking for. We're not looking for gene expression, and we're not looking to remove nausea from different types of treatments and things like that. We're not trying to get those benefits of fasting. We're trying to get the benefits of fasting for melting body fat. In order to do that, you just have to not have that blood sugar yo-yo. You have to have something called, they're called high fiber carbohydrates or long strand fiber carbs. These are carbohydrates where you cut them open and they look the same on the inside as the outside. And you want to have more of these. A really good example is cabbage. If you were to cut open cabbage, it looks the same on the inside as the outside. Carrots, onions, things like that. What you would want to do is you'd want to replace one meal a day with one of these soups. I'm pointing at my notes here, if you can't see it. I wish I had the ability to just put the link to my video here, but I do have an anti-inflammatory soup that you can have that is 100% free. And if you were to incorporate into your diet as a replacement of one of your meals per day, you can lose 20 pounds in your first month. What it's doing is essentially allowing you to eat without having to take any calories. So that's like the best way to do it. Why? Because you are going to improve your metabolism because you are leveling out your blood sugar, you're leveling out your insulin response. But more importantly, that entire time, the fat that your body is eating is the fat that's on your body. So if you're hungry and you eat this soup, instead of you normally going to, eat a soup and then have a blood sugar yo-yo and then get hungry or get full or whatever it might be, nothing's going to happen. And your body's going to see that as you still fasting. If you are fasting, your liver is going to regulate your blood sugar and make it perfect. If your blood sugar is perfect, even if you have insulin resistance, it is going to be perfect. If you have perfect insulin, guess what happens? Your body starts to pull the fat off of your liver. It pulls the fat off of your pancreas. You lose something called visceral fat, and it makes losing body fat easier. And when you start to lose that body fat, you will permanently fix the insulin resistance. The number one thing you want to do if you're a woman trying to lose body fat is lose body fat in the easiest possible way. And that's the only way you should lose weight. So if you want to lose your next 10 pounds, you want to follow these 3 steps, which is, or follow this protocol or this diet, which is have an anti-inflammatory diet, which involves eating prebiotic and probiotic foods first. Next, you want to have more whole fruits in your diet because whole fruits will help to take off the body fat and permanently help with your insulin levels. And the third thing you want to do is you want to have an anti-inflammatory soup as one of your meals per day, and I guarantee you will start to lose body fat in the easiest possible way. If you would like that soup video, just send me a direct message saying soup. I can't put links in the comments, so if you comment, it's going to be useless. You have to directly message me because I can't put links in the comments. So click my name, click send message, and then send me a message saying soup, and I'll send you that video link. Or you can click my name on my profile and go find it. It's on there. Or if you would like the anti-inflammatory protocol and you're interested in which fruits really help women melt body fat, just click that link, put in your first name, put in your email address, and you can have that for free as well. If you are interested in joining my full health and life coaching program that guarantees results to help you melt your body fat without counting calories and without taking supplements, we are accepting women right now. All you have to do is leave a comment saying info, and I will reach out and we can see if you're a good fit. And if you are accepted and you join our program, not only are results 100% guaranteed, if you follow our guidance and it doesn't work, I will give you a full 100% refund, plus pay you an additional $2,000 cash back on top of the full refund if our guidance doesn't work. Spoiler alert, it works. We have the best freaking program that exists for women in perimenopause and menopause specifically. We don't help everyone. You need to apply to join. And this is not for someone living paycheck to paycheck. This is specifically for women that are sick of the yo-yoing and they want to get guaranteed results. If you are living paycheck to paycheck, just keep consuming my free stuff. I'll keep trying to help you out. If you're interested in a full professional coaching program, though, leave a comment saying info, and we can see if you're a good fit. Hope you have a freaking awesome rest of your day. Love you all. Thanks for watching.